Hello guys. Welcome to 18th session of Razor View Engine tutorials. In this session we will learn about named section in Razor. Let's switch browser. In layout session we are generated this layout page, in which navigation bar for all pages remain same. But what if you want to generate view specific navigation? Means different for page 1, and different for page 2, etc. In this session we will achieve this by using named sections. Let's switch to Visual Studio. First of all we need define section in our page. For defining section we need to write @ section and name of the section. An open block. Within that we can specify what are included in this section. And in this example I am going to write some other text from layout page. I am writing man navigation for page 1. After defining section we need to specify where it will be placed in layout file. For that open layout file. To define where section to be render. We need to modify this td. For that we need to write @ render section within parenthesis specify name of section. Save it and reload page in browser. Here is a section that we are created. Let's open any other page. It generate error. That is section not defined. In layout specified that here we need to render section named navigation. But in case of page 2 and page 3 we are not defined section. When open page those two pages, it tries to find section named navigation, but it does not exist. That's why it generate this exception. There are two ways for that. First is define section in all of those file. And another is make this section an optional. For making section optional we need to use overloaded version of render section method, in which we need to specify false for required parameter. Save it and reload. You can see that it does not display any output in this part. However, we want to show some default contents in this section if it does not defined. For that we need to check whether this section is defined, then we need to render this section. Otherwise we need to render default navigation. For this we need to use a function named as section defined. And specify name of section. Then render section. Else. Write code for default navigation contents. Obey it and reload page. Here is output. Let's see what we are learned in this session. Sections are used to define dynamic element that can be changed in view file. They are render from layout file. To create section we need to write @ section and section name. To render section we can use @render section method and specify name of section. To make section optional we can pass false in second parameter. We can also check whether section is defined in inherited view or not by using if section define method, and pass section name. Thanks for watching, have a nice day. If you have any doubt feel free to contact me.